Hi Capricorn, thank you for tuning in and joining me on my channel. I'm Annalisa and I'm doing a monthly spread for you to see what's going on over the month of April. So, first of all, in terms of the previous month, what we've got that's come up as the overall experience was the Star and the lessons learned as the Death card. Okay, so what I feel the previous month or the months building up to April and what you're going to experience in April is to do with you coming into this process of being able to stay optimistic, because we've got these two major arcana with very, very, very different feeling. You can see from the colours. With the Star card, it's about this vision, this hope, this idea, this belief in the bigger picture, the connection to the universe as a whole, and having a dream, a kind of a dream beyond what is. And with the Death card and the lessons, it's very much about letting go and about changes, cycles, transformation. So it's I feel like you've come into some very big awakenings about both keeping optimistic while letting go. Okay, so being able to stay focused on the big picture and to be able to stay in your optimism, in your hope, in your focus on the potential of life, whilst going through deep transformative processes and needing to evolve from there. So it's like this duality that you've been able to learn, and it's the major arcana, right? So they're big lessons, and I feel it's really positive for you. What we've got for your aspiration this month is the Two of Swords. So I feel like you have some decisions to make, and what you want to do this month is to have some clarity over how to do things or what to choose. Okay, there's some decisions for you to make. What is going to help you do that? First of all, is about letting go and wrapping up. The world is about this completion cycle. So fully allow whatever transformative process you've been through previously is to give that time and space to fully end, okay, to fully transform, or to connect it to a bigger picture. So it's not just the ending of one thing, but the ending of something on a much larger scale, a process, an idea, a way of being. Okay, so reflecting on how the previous transformation and endings you've been through is mirrored in your life in other areas, in other connections, other experiences. So connecting the dots with that whole. And then the other thing is, I feel Spirit wants you to connect to the wider picture of who you want to be and what you want to do. So in making decisions and choices, it's about taking everything into account. So not just choosing because of one thing, but because it's going to fit everything. So it's really asking you to expand your horizons. Wherever the star is, wherever this vision, these ideas that are coming through to you, it's like choosing for everything. Holding all of your desires, all of your needs. And when I talk about desires, that sometimes in the world of spirituality, they can be a bit, what's the word? Like put down a little bit. But I mean it in a sense of your passion and your purpose and your ideals to create, because we all have desires and they're not a bad thing. They're about things that drive us forward. So it's about allowing yourself to understand and see your desires with a grounded perspective. Okay, so allowing yourself, but definitely allowing yourself to have them, and looking at the full picture. I hope that makes sense. What is not going to be so helpful for you in making your decision is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is about being the master of something. I feel this is to do with control, because what we have as your lesson for this month is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is all about allowing the hand of fate to move things on and move things up, to have trust that the universe is going to bring things round and bring things to you. So this month is not so useful for you to work really hard on something. If you've got an idea, you're thinking about, you're making some choices, it's not to be like, you know, making lists of the good things and the bad things and that kind of stuff. It's about allowing yourself to play, and also, because we've got the Queen of Pentacles as your focus for this month, it's about allowing yourself to just be in the strong place, in strong power, without needing to make something happen or control something to happen. So it's like you're being asked to call things in by being in a grounded, centered state within yourself, and allowing the bigger picture to emerge, to unfold and be seen and be felt, and allow things to move from sitting on your throne. So it's like not this, but this. And I don't know if you can see visually the difference between these people, but this guy is very much like focused and doing things and, you know, head down and you know, working hard, whereas the Queen is kind of sat back and she's kind of relaxed. She's holding on to what she needs, and she's observing things and trusting in things. So it's approaching this month from that perspective rather than a kind of like do action kind of perspective. Though she's still very much about plans and strategy, that kind of thing, but she's not frantically trying to produce something or make something. It's just about like allowing these kind of things to form. In terms of your relationships and emotions this month, we've got the Strength card. So I'm going to get a few clarifiers actually for these ones because they're big topics. Strength clarified with strength, okay? Strength twice. Okay. This month, there may be some challenges in terms of relationships. This can be a relationship with yourself as well, but mainly with others and your emotions. And this is about you learning to be balanced with your emotions. So for me, strength is about the duality with these tarot. It's about having the feminine, this softness, this sweetness, gentleness, but also the ferocity of the lion. So being strong is about knowing when to be fierce, when to, you know, come in and get the claws out and roar, and knowing when to step back and just allow things to happen and not need to intervene. That's also a form of strength. So I feel this month, this is about you learning about that balance, when to step up, when to be fierce, and when to step back and be in the flow and in the gentle way. And you see, like with this particular card, this lady is, I feel like she's gently closing the lion's mouth. You know, with her hands, you can see she's got one on top and one underneath. And I feel like it's like, you don't need to roar, you know, you don't need to like, you don't need to shout, it's going to be okay. And it's this softness and this gentleness. So it may be that you, this month is like treating yourself very softly and very gently if you're feeling challenged by anything. I'll just see if there is another card, yeah. Okay, so the Ten of Wands. So you may feel a bit burdened. There may be some challenges, some difficulties with relationship in a kind of like, oh, I don't know if I can handle this, you know, this like, there's too much going on, too much stuff. It might be that you've got stuff going on at work and with family and with yourself and then a relationship. It's like too much going on. And it's about like coming into this softness and allowing yourself to find this inner strength to manage challenges. Anything else for a relationship, please? Five of Cups. Sorry guys, they're not great cards for a relationship. I hope I'm wrong, you know, I hope this is like, you know, doesn't work out exactly like this. But anyway, grieving, you know, time to allow grief. If you've been through this death process, this change process, whatever this represents to you, is making sure you have time to grieve and fully grieve and giving yourself space to do that. And it may be that allowing yourself that space impacts on other relationships, in which case, you know, you just need to give yourself that time and space to do that and fully process that. Okay. Work and finance. We've got the Eight of Swords. Okay. So, again, some challenges. Some challenges for you at work. So this is about when you feel like there's all this stuff going on around you on the outside, when there's all these kind of like worries or anxieties, like pressure to earn money, to be good at my job, to achieve the position I want to achieve, to do what I want in life. Am I doing the thing I want to do in life? All that kind of stuff, all these anxieties, and they surround us, and it's like completely binding, you know. This woman, she can't see anything, she can't move, she can't do anything. She feels completely bound in this place. And we've got to clarify for this. This is just clarifying my understanding that when you are in this kind of place, like this, it's the time to go inside. It's the time to lose all those other thoughts and ideas and things that are coming in, because they're all things that are learnt from our experience, that are learnt from being around other people. And so for you this month, in terms of work and career, it's very much about tuning in to your own understanding and discernment about what is important to you, what matters to you, and clarifying from that space what things need to be let go of that other people are saying. 1222, as I looked at that, this is 222 is doorways opening. So when you have this sense of your own what's important to you, regardless of what's going on with other people and regardless of the external influence, then you can make changes and move forward or make decisions if you need to. And we have, I'm going to just cheer you up a little bit, the Eight of Wands as your outcome this month, the overall kind of where you're headed. So you're headed at moving forward with passion, with desire, at speed. This is very fast moving fire energy. So overall, you're moving towards something, really shooting somewhere else. But there might be some challenges this month in order to do that. But that is where you're going. So give yourself this time to really connect inside. And we've got the Three of Cups in your place of spirituality. So a lot of joy. Connecting with spirituality this month is what's going to make you feel happy, going to make you feel fulfilled, going to make you feel nourished and abundant, okay? So really using your spirituality, really connecting however you do in meditation or movement, yoga, going to nature, whatever it is you use to connect with yourself. That's how you're going to feel really happy and going to bring in a lot of joy, okay? Because in terms of your health, we've got the Five of Swords. So again, it's like some challenges, right? So, these readings happen, and actually they've happened for other signs as well this month, where it's been all about the focus on spirituality. This month, for so many signs, it's like there's going to be like all this stuff going on externally. You need to connect now with your divinity, your connection to the universe, your understanding of the bigger picture. It's really important for everyone right now. So whatever is going on, whatever happens, keep coming back to your daily practice or to whatever it is you need in order to reset, to purify and cleanse. Okay? So we've gone into this, the last bits a little bit already, but in terms of the focus, it's being this Queen of Pentacles. Get grounded. Okay? What would a grounded person do? The lesson is about the Wheel of Fortune, allowing things to happen. So trust that all the process that you are going through process you're going through is a divine process that is meant to be happening now and is likely happening on a collective scale for the whole of humanity, because it's about bringing up the stuff. So there is the south node of Pluto is conjunct the south node of Saturn, I think, this week that I'm publishing this, like end of March. So this is, and that's going to be going on for, I think, the whole of April. So this is the time where the kind of the real historic dirt is starting to come up. Okay, because this conjunction happens only, I think it last happened like about 500 years ago, something like that, maybe four or 500 years ago it last happened. Okay, so it's like 400 or 500 years of Saturn, which is about authority and is actually your ruling planet, right, as well, about structure, authority, and it's like the father figure as well. It's like the shadow of the masculine. That's hitting the south node of Pluto, which is all about soul purpose and journey and the underworld. Okay, so it's like the underworld of the masculine, of authority, is like coming up. So for everyone, it's like a big shake-up. Okay, so things are going to move forward really quickly. Okay, that is coming up in the future, maybe next month. But this month, it's like just allowing those things to surface and those things to process. Okay, and with your sign as being associated with the house of Saturn, it may be you're feeling it, or you may feel it on a collective level, or you may be feeling it in the people around you. So just being aware of that. Okay, I'm going to get some advice cards for you for this month, please. Disruption. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, just be aware. Let's get some clarity on the disruption. Joy. Okay. Disruption, joy. It's like this thing at the beginning. Death and the star. Disruption and joy. It's these polarities, you know, these extremes that when they come in, it's the ultimate purpose. The purpose of disruption is to bring joy. Okay? The purpose of things breaking down, of things being difficult, of things being challenging, is to bring in lightness and happiness of spirit and of life. Okay? But if we don't go in there, if you don't open up the cupboard and get all the crap that's in there out, you can't tidy it and clean it and make it all nice. Okay? The cupboard has to open and the stuff has to come up. So there may be a sense of that this month, that you're doing this clearing, this cleaning. Okay? But ultimately, it's going to bring you joy. For some of you, this process may actually be very normal and natural and not feel like a huge disruption. You know, it's partly about your perception of it and your perception of the purpose of things. If you can see it as a collective experience and understanding of the purpose of it, then it's going to be much easier. We've got the deer, which is about gentleness and diplomacy. So this is very much, I feel, about looking after yourself very compassionately and kindly, and staying in that field for yourself. And then if you're able to extend that to others, then that's great too. But the main thing is look after yourself. And we've got the mystery. And this is, the mystery is the way of life. You know, it's a bit like the Wheel of Fortune and the world. It's together. It's like this mystery of life, this flow of life that we can't really understand the full picture. We don't really know what's all is going on, but you're being guided through. And it's a beautiful, powerful card, because it really means that you are coming into a place of being guided to where you need to be. You know, this signpost, that walking on the mystery is like allowing life to take you where you need to go, and then the outcome of that is going to be this joy with this sun energy, this warmth, this light, this fire, this brightness, and this fire and passion that's moving forward. Okay, so maybe challenging, but you are headed to something really, really, really great. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos. like, comment. You can book a personal reading following the links below.